welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. Tonight, the film is the 1976 horror thriller Grizzly, the film that got made because Jaws was a hit and they were looking for any kind of movie where animals attack. And that is the theme of the two films we're doing this month. The first one is Grizzly. That is the film. The friends are, of course, the big bear himself, Troy Pache, and the Klingon cleric. How are you doing, sir? What are you sipping on? And how you feeling?
I'm doing great. I burst into laughter towards the end of your intro, and I was like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, it tickles me when I see that the icon of you with the rocket.
Oh, time for liftoff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My afternoon. Did you see my afternoon with Al one that I did?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I got me parachuting, and it's dropping in for a chat.
Oh, clever. Yeah,
I
I'm
used it the one time, but well, maybe eventually soon. I'm getting a hankering to do it again.
having my squirt grapefruit soda, 0 sugar, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I've got my Diet Mountain Dew, of course. Mountain, of course, because of bears.
Oh yeah, I get you.
And also joining us, of course, is the lovely little cub herself,
Aw.
Nanette of Netters Network. How are you doing, you cute little furry cub? And what you drinking tonight?
Well, I'm doing well, and I'm currently sipping on a Diet Dr. Pepper, but when that runs out, I'm going to be switching to my green tea citrus.
Oh,
And
very
it's
good,
funny
very good.
that, this is a movie about bears because that's my nickname for Troy.
It is. Yes.
Why am I not at all surprised? Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a kind of wiki. But,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a big guy, I'm not saying Troy is a big guy.
I'm a big guy.
Pretty,
Yeah.
pretty
I just mean he's
pretty
cuddly.
average. But I'm a big guy, and
Yeah.
I've always kind of had that bear thing. Plus, I am hairy as all get out.
Yeah. Same here.
So
Italian.
that works for me. Let's say hi to the chat here before
Hi, the chat.
we go any further. Hello, chat. Deleted Seeds. Thank you. He's hopefully here.
Oh, he's back. Yep.
He is back. That is
Yep.
good. That is good. Before I do forget, of course, top of the chat, the Cosby link. If you want to watch along tonight, it's up
Yep.
there.
Although you were saying that it was available on YouTube, didn't you?
It is on YouTube, and I think it's on like Tubi. Or
Tubi?
something.
Yeah.
It's out there, so you can find it. I think it's on Prime Video too.
Oh, okay.
So it's available, but you don't really need to go anywhere except the Cosby link, and
Sure.
that way you can still hear us talk.
Yep.
Daniel Heron is probably in bed by now. He has a long day. His weekends are long, and that's when he does most of his work. So he's always kind of tired by this time of night. Matthew Flynn, the gladiator of
Kaon.
Kaon.
Yes.
Why do I want to say Cahoon? I don't know what it is. Kaon. Well,
Whatever.
thank you, sir. Sir Torin Clegane. Thank you, the loyal Sir Torin himself of House Clegane. I've been watching House of Dragons. I'm really
You enjoying it?
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Good.
I mean, it's like hard to actually root for anybody because they're all
evil. Yeah.
I'm like, who can I root for? It's like the lesser of evil, but then that's really not anybody that's that less of an evil. Netters saying hi to everybody.
Of course
Thank you.
And of course,
Evelyn Hampton.
it would not be an animal attacks film if we couldn't watch it with Evelyn.
Evelyn said that she likes this movie. This is kind of a favorite of hers. And
Double disc special edition of Grizzly on DVD.
Oh, wow. Right. Yeah, I was looking. I just have the MP4, but I love this film. I want to talk about why this movie means a lot to me. I have one story and one kind of just feely kind of thing that I always think about with this film. Came out in 1976, May of that year. So I'm 10 going into 11 and going to the theater, and I go to see Grizzly. My mom took me to almost anything I wanted to see, and Grizzly was kind of a big hit, and
Mm-hmm.
I love Jaws, so I liked animal attack movies, and so we went to go that. And that night, I'm laying in my bed, and lived in a small little trailer, smaller than I before than the one we actually had before we got here. And I would lay there in my bed, and right above my head is a window.
Mm-hmm.
When I was sleeping there, 11 years old, I'm looking at this window. I am 100% convinced that a bear claw is going to be coming through that window and rip me to shreds. Convinced. And I'm like, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm just sitting there looking at the thing, and I'm scared to death. And I actually wake up my mother,
Yeah.
and she threatened me. She's like, "You go to bed now. I'm never taking you to the movie again." I finally did
Wow.
go to sleep, but I remember that so vividly because a shark, you just don't go in
Yeah.
the water. You'll be fine.
Right.
Grizzly, he's on land. He'll get you wherever he goes. I was convinced that a
That's
bear
pretty
paw
true. And
was
you
going
don't
to be
even
coming
need to
in.
necessarily be in the woods. They come into
Oh yeah,
urban
yeah.
areas now.
Now there are no grizzlies where we live, and I don't know if there are any bears. I think the most we've ever really had are like coyotes floating around the area.
Sure.
But yeah, yeah. I just remember that. The thing is, I loved the movie. I liked this kind of movie, but I was terrified that the big grizzly was going to get me.
Yeah.
Uh, but also, um, when we went to go see Grizzly, I remember sitting in my seat, 11 years old, and on my left side was my mom, and on my right side was my grandma.
Hmm.
And that is quite a trio to see
Yeah.
a movie like this with. But,
Yeah.
but I every time I think of Grizzly, I think of my mom and my sitting between my mom and my grandma, and I
Hmm.
felt safe.
Yeah. I can see
And
that. That's
and
pretty
they
cool.
are now, of course, together in heaven.
Yeah.
But it was because I lost a factory lost my grandma about a year after this or after
Mm.
this came out. So
Yeah.
it's just a nice little movie. I mean, just know that, and um, so that's why this movie's kind of it's got like a little bit of a touchy feely for me. I really just feel good about this film.
I
Uh,
don't I don't really have a story related
mhm.
specifically to this movie, but I can share with you a personal experience with a bear I once had.
Oh, go for it.
So I was in Boy Scouts, and we were camping in Cimarron, New Mexico, and I don't know. At least that's how I remember it. No, maybe it was Camp Mackinac in Wisconsin. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I remember we were camping in tents, and I got up real early in the morning, and I went to you know what you have to do in the morning, and I went down the hill behind where my tent was to where the creek was, and I come around, a big bunch of bushes, and just on the other side of the creek is a bear, big one,
Mhm.
drinking out of the creek, and I went, ah! And the bear went, roar! And I went running straight back up into the campgrounds. Well, by the time I got back up, the other guys had come out, and the scout leader came out. Mr. Alberico was his name. And he's like, what? What's wrong? I'm like, a bear, a bear. And he looked and he goes, where? And Paul Vanderplow, one of the other Boy Scouts who saw the whole thing, is laughing. He goes, "There's no bear anymore." He screamed and went the other way.
Now, of course, the answer to the question that everybody knows, about bears, but does Troy shit in the woods? Just check, I just
I guess that weekend I did. Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of had,
yeah.
kind of had to, just
Absolutely.
having a little fun. But
And a little story from Sertorin here. He says that the only factoid he has about the movie is that Andrew Prine, one of the actors in the
mhm.
film, is tacitly connected to the Kennedy assassination.
I've heard about that, but I don't know
The
like
details, yeah,
the
I don't
details of
either.
it.
Well, now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, but yeah, you mentioned Andrew Prine. I've always liked him as an actor. He's one of those actors I've always liked. You see him in everything, and he becomes the character.
Mm-hmm.
and he was actually in an episode of Deep Space Nine. He always kind of seems to play either a butthead or a bad guy. He just has that look to him. But I've always loved him as an actor. Another plus for this film, it had Andrew Prine in it. But yeah, I don't know any of the stuff. So but so you've had your real life experience with the bear.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen this film though, right?
This was years
A
ago. I
long
don't
time
even
ago. Yeah.
remember the details.
I will say it's been a long time since I've seen it as
Yeah.
well. Uh, but and like I said, part of it is like I've been wanting to watch it again. What better way to watch it than with friends?
There you go.
Netter, have you ever seen it before? And have you ever been attacked by a bear? Except
Besides me, she.
Yeah,
Besides
the
Troy.
only bear I've been attacked by is Troy.
Yeah.
If I saw it, it was many, many years ago, and it may have if it came out around the same time as like Grizzly Adams and what was the other one? Frontier Fremont and those. Then
I
no, you said it came out around the same time as Jaws. So, but I think those
The year
other
after,
bear
year after.
movies came out around, or Frontier movies came out around the same time too. So I probably saw it and just don't remember it. I might, as we're watching it, something might jiggle in memory and go, "Oh yeah, I've seen this,"
Yeah.
but I can't say with absolute certainty that I have.
Yeah, like I said, it came out in '76, and it was an independent film. And after its run, it was the #1 grossing independent film of all time. With I think it's about 39 million ish, 38, 39 million. Top grossing independent film of all time until that record was broken by John Carpenter's Halloween 2 years later. So it did well, and I like I said, I remember seeing the thing, and I actually have the novelization for it, which I got off of eBay not that long ago because I just like, hey, here's one that's not like $50, a little rougher shape, but I want it. Click, and
I don't blame you.
yeah, sometimes you gotta just treat yourself, and that was when you see, because I've also been wanting a copy of The Fog, John Carpenter's film, the book.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
That cheapest I usually see is like $50 or more if it's available at all. And Grizzly was kind of the same way. The price was like, I'm not going to pay that much for a little paperback book, and someone had a kind of a little. They said it was like beat up and all this other stuff, and it was like reasonable. It was under $10. I was like, oh heck! And it's actually in very good shape. And so I'm glad I got that. Like I said, we're gonna start the film when
Do you want to know how
I'm sorry.
Andrew Prine is connected to the Kennedy assassination?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's know.
So, a girl by the name of Karen Kupcinet, Kupcinet. She's the first person to die linked to the case for the Kennedy assassination. I guess maybe it's a guy, because it says in his book, "Forgive my grief." Oh no, I'm sorry, that's a different person. Okay, so the first person to die was this Karen person. In his book, "Forgive My Grief" by W. Penn Jones, he reported that a few days before the assassination, Karen, who was 23, was trying to place a long-distance phone call from a Los Angeles area. According to reports, a long-distance operator heard her scream into the phone that Kennedy was about to be killed. Karen's body was discovered on November 30th, 1963. The police estimated that she'd been dead for 2 days. The New York Times reported that she had been strangled, and her actor boyfriend, Andrew Prine, was the main suspect, but he was never charged with the murder, and the crime remains unsolved.
Ooh.
Some researchers claim that there was a link between the death of Karen and the assassination of Kennedy.
Interesting.
It was argued that the
kinda
conspirators
neat.
were trying to frighten off her father and journalist, Irv Kupcinet. That's it. That's where I knew that name from. Irv Kupcinet, from telling what he knew.
There you go. And Evelyn was saying that Andrew Prine was in the miniseries V. That's right. He played Steven.
Yep. Yeah, he's one of those actors who just when you read his, you're like, oh my god, what wasn't he in?
Yeah,
He
good
just kind of
point.
popped up all over the place. And God bless him, still with us, still alive and kicking, thankfully.
There you go.
Those of you who are watching on your own version, like I said, there's several different beginnings. I'm starting where the peaches start to fall. I've got one peach on the blue screen that's falling. On my version, which had a Paramount beginning, I'm about 13 seconds in. So, accordingly. But like I said, if you watch Cosme, Troy is doing all the hard work for you.
Yeah.
So
I might be a peach ahead of you, though.
might be one peach ahead. Okay,
Yeah, you've got 3
click
peaches on the screen. I got 2. He's got 1. So wait like an extra second before you hit play, sweetie.
A split second. Okay, if everybody's ready,
Yep.
we're gonna get Grizzly in 3, 2, 1, play. FVI, Film Ventures International. God, right there, that is the 70s on a screen.
It is, isn't it?
Edward L. Montoro. What a great name.
It is.
He was an embezzler. He took all the money that was in the bank for the company and fled.
Oh, man. Do you know where this was filmed?
It was filmed in Georgia.
Makes sense. Georgia peaches.
Yep. And kind of a neat little thing. My copy is like an hour 30 something, 36. And I was like, oh my, is mine messed up? And I checked. At the end of mine, there's like a little teeny short documentary on the making of the film.
Huh.
There's Andrew Prine.
Yep.
Suspected murderer, perhaps? Alleged?
Alleged.
Alleged? A lot of people, they talk about the, I kind of wish Birdman was here. The score has actually gotten a lot of praise.
It is good.
He's saying Cosme doesn't like
Grizzly!
watching on Tubi.
Yeah.
That's really
I'm
nice.
trying to find the right balance between the movie I have up and the stream so I can hear both.
Yeah. That's what I had to. I had my copy and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's good." And it's only that helicopter came in and I went deaf. I was like, "Got good audio on my copy." Cosme doesn't like you. What doesn't like deleted scenes watching on Tubi.
Sometimes I've had this problem too, where you can't get it to start. You got to go back and forth between the tabs or refresh or whatever.
Is the Tubi version playing well? Everybody out there?
Yeah, everybody else besides poor deleted scenes. Let me know if you're watching on Cosme. Make sure that the sound is coming through. It seems pretty loud to me.
It's got a really cool beginning here. Completely.
I can click on a link and make
except for the fact that a big grizzly came across, you have no idea that this is going to be a film where people get ripped to shreds by an angry grizzly bear.
Well, and I loved the 70s made a lot of use out of footage from a helicopter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nowadays you'd get all that with drones.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing that's interesting. Speaking of drones, this led. Okay, here's how my thought worked. It's like, yeah, drones are cool. Lots of drones over Florida. Hey, have you heard from Boomer?
Oh, yeah. Boomer, we're hoping to get him back online by. He's crossing his fingers that he's going to be able to call in on his phone Tuesday for Mr. Matchstick. He's up in the air yet on whether or not he'll be able to join you on Wednesday for Soundtracks with Birdman.
Okay. Is he still can't get home, right?
He was able to get home, but there's no electricity, there's no phone, and no internet. So he is going to be staying at a hotel with his family.
Oh, okay. Did he have any damage to his house?
He didn't say the extent of his damage. The water was about a foot high in his house, but it's now receded.
Okay, but main thing, him and his family okay. That's
the
primary thing. God bless you out there, Boomer. if you ever get a chance. Ooh, I like that horn that guy was looking at. I have a Viking horn, blowing horn somewhere.
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
Yeah, it's sounding to me, deleted scenes, like it's a huge inconvenience, and he's a little bit miserable. But yes, it sounds like everybody's safe.
Yeah. I love that little. What's that? A Range Rover?
That's what I would have thought. I don't
That's
know.
what it looks like. A Range Rover. They had that like flat front. Yeah, Christopher George was like a. He was a nice looking man. I gotta say.
Marvel Nation, hi PJ.
Hey, PJ.
Hey, how you doing, Orville Nation?
Yeah,
PJ?
I was talking about you a lot over on Ryan Roger Athey's Reality Based, because you're so influential in my channel.
He said it's really loaded up there. Are they loaded with bear? Bump.
Evelyn points out that Christopher George was in the Rat Patrol. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. That's right.
Little foreshadowing there.
Yeah, right.
That's a cool carving, though. I love wood carvings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some guy at the Maryland Renaissance Fair always had like really cool carvings into tree tree stumps and things like that. Yep, that'll keep if you can get good wine cheap.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know good wine if it hit me over the head.
Yeah.
Never
I've
get
heard
no-
a lot of people that really know wines say, look, if you like it, that's a good wine.
Right. If anybody out there was a fan of Justin Wilson, the Cajun cook, like I said, all the wine he was using was in those big jugs.
Yeah.
I actually read an article where actually it was a YouTube video because they demonstrated that basically it doesn't matter if the wine's got a fancy name on it and all that. All the wines are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they actually did blind taste tests, and people were choosing the cheaper, not the really expensive brand namey ones over the expensive brand namey ones. So
Anyone
it's like,
give me a nice glass of Manischewitz blackberry wine. I'm happy.
Yeah. I dig
oh,
it.
I got some of that in my fridge.
Yep.
I need to get some.
Yeah, it's like
Always did the blackberry. That was always the one that my mom would get. She would give me a bottle at Christmas. It would last me the whole year. Like I would
Nice.
just stick with it a little bit at a time.
my dad thought that Mogen David was like primo wine, so that's what I grew up on.
Again, it's what you like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do like it, but then I discovered there are other wines out there. I'm like, oh, okay, so here's a sweet red, here's a Chardonnay, because I didn't really know these other wines existed until I was a little bit older. Because when he used to drink this stuff, I mean, I was a kid, so it wasn't until I was an adult on my own. It's like, oh, there are more wines than just this kind.
Yeah.
Well, couple of lovely young lady campers. I wonder if they will survive.
Nah.
Sorry, I already knew the answer, but yeah, like I said, the biggest critique this movie got when it came out was that it was beat for beat, just like Jaws, and that's what a lot of people liked. They just wanted that formulaic film to enjoy.
It's a bear.
I was just gonna say it's got to be
A fake, a fake
a
out.
fake out. Yeah.
Oh, they always have a fake out first, and then it's like, oh, there's nothing to be concerned with, and ah!
Yeah, the one thing they do in the book that they don't really do here is give the motivation for the bear. You find out he grew bigger than he was supposed to, so his mom kicked him out. So he never really learned how to be a bear.
Oh.
So now I can
And
see the bear going, what's my motivation for the scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a busted jaw in the book, so it kind of caused him pain. So he was like pissed off anyway.
Poor bear.
And he, and I'll leave the other one, like just to say he was able to smell a certain female victim to quench his
Yeah.
hunger.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, bears do have a really good sense of smell.
Mm-hmm. I love the POV.
Yeah.
We are the bear. Be the bear.
Even that incidental music is kind of reminiscent of Jaws.
Yep. You could almost add in the dun, dun, dun,
Yeah, exactly. And the fact is, you wouldn't get that kind of information about the bear, you know, if it was real life or whatever. So that's why they wouldn't include it in a movie. No one in the movie is privy to that information. Speaking of privy,
Evelyn Hampton mentioning that they did use a real bear, and he was about 11 foot tall, not 18. And in fact, I think they say he's 15 foot. I think the poster kind of was misleading. But the bear's name was Ted. He was a very famous bear. He was.
And there's my avatar, and I guess I'm about to get dead. Had I known that, I would have picked a different girl.
no, it's fine. There's going to be a lot of victims in this movie.
But yeah, Ted was a very famous bear, and he was used in this. He was a Kodiak bear. And they kept him well away from the actors and made sure everybody was safe. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's just
exactly.
Tune. Swipe.
Oh gosh.
I love it. Swipe. I just love
oh my gosh.
I love the bear paw. That terrified me. When I was a kid, I was like, that's going to come through my window.
As a teenager, I'd be saying, that's going to come through my window.
I'd be hoping she would jump through my window, but yeah.
Like Animal House. Thank you, God.
Thank you, God. Yeah, right. Yeah, when I was 11, I don't know if I was quite
you might want to put the little locky thing on.
It's not going to matter. It could come right through that wall if it wants to.
It'll rip that shed down.
There you go.
Swipe.
Oh gosh, you could tell that was a mannequin.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that was her just kind of moving, and they tried to film it so that, you know, like it might have been her head flying off.
Could be.
Sorry, who is that actress? Is that Joan McCall? Yeah, Joan McCall. She's a nice woman.
PJ says if a grizzly bear had rabies, I could see this movie happening. Maybe. He's got a point. This is really implausible.
The impetus of the movie, the guy who wrote it, who kind of came up with it, was camping, saw a bear, and he's like, what if that bear went crazy? And had the idea. And the reason the movie got made was Jaws the previous year was a big hit, and everybody was looking for something like it. So there's actually a bear movie called Claws.
Wow.
And this film does have a sequel called Grizzly 2 Revenge. It has nothing to do with this film.
Oh gosh.
And it has John Rhys Davies in it.
Oh, interesting.
I have not seen it, but I do need to watch it.
Please tell me he doesn't play the bear.
It's supposed to be terrible.
I was just about to take a drink when he said that.
You gotta love a car that can do that, or truck. That's one thing I liked about my Ford F-150. It was nice and high. That'd be a nice job to be a forest ranger.
PJ, why did you have to bring that up? Now I want a bear claw.
Yeah.
Grr, grr.
Gurger.
That's funny how it's suddenly intact.
It could be a different shack.
Well, didn't he like come through the roof or something like
No,
that?
he came through the side
Mm-hmm. It could be
Okay.
where the window was.
Yeah, it's the other side. It just went after her.
Oh, okay. He's seen it's broken down now.
Oops.
Wow.
Think you found your campers.
It's just raining bodies around here.
It's raining bodies.
Roger Dodger.
I got a Nikon camera.
I miss camping.
I know, me too.
I used to do the camping when I was doing the medieval stuff, and we'd go to a war for a weekend, just camp out. Although I usually slept in the back of my truck, but I did eventually get a nice tent and an air mattress.
The only thing I hated about camping is if you had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you actually had to like leave the tent, go down a trail, get to the porta potties or the wood outhouses.
Yeah,
And it was usually
we had some
cold.
porta potties when we did it.
Yeah, it's like, well, when I was a Girl Scout, it's like they had the wood shacks with the 3 potty holes
Oh yeah.
and
Well,
the
when I was
makeshift toilet seats.
growing up, my grandfather's house, where my mom was like born and raised and everything,
Mm-hmm.
they did not have a bathroom. They had an outhouse,
Mm.
and that outhouse was just down the path. In fact, I have a picture of me as a kid standing in front of it with a few of my cousins.
Wow.
Just a your typical little wooden outhouse with a ew.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
that is when you just want a shower.
I found your victim. That's her all over.
Found the campers.
That is a lot of blood.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about these horror films. They exaggerate the blood so much because
Yeah.
a human body does not hold that much blood. I mean, yes, there's a lot, but not that much.
And it wouldn't be that vibrant of a red. It would be a lot darker, I think.
By
Yes,
that
it would.
point, yeah.
Yeah, it would be more brown.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Matthew Flynn says, fun fact, the bear in this movie is played by a time-traveling Nicolas Cage. Disclaimer, no women were punched in the face on set.
Now here is the resident butthead,
Yeah.
the Murray
But
Hamilton.
he used the word I
character.
don't like.
Yep.
Sorry, Ray, you don't like him.
Oh, the JD.
Yeah.
Another one of those actors, though, that you've seen in just about everything, right?
Yeah, he pops up all over the place.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned he acts like a butthead in everything he's in. Yeah, he's just one of those actors that it's like, he's in
He's,
this.
he always plays the asshole mayor or congressman or that power position.
It really is. I mean, this is true typecasting. You know, when people look at you and they just, that's how they know you, and this is the role they had, so that's why they
Yeah.
wanted you. Sir Torin, remember when you could smoke indoors? Remember it. I still go into restaurants and say, I'd like a table for two non smoking.
And then they give us weird looks.
Yeah, and these kids look at you like, what are you talking about, non smoking? The whole place is non smoking.
Was he an experimental bear?
Nah, I think he just ended up there.
Because,
But
like
he's
Night
a
of the
big
Lepus, these were rabbits that were being experimented on. So if that was a bear that was being experimented on,
Well, but the other thing is, you hear him talking about every single bear in the woods was tagged, right?
Mm-hmm.
But nature finds a way.
Finds a way, yeah.
Seriously, you can't control nature, despite what the environmentalists would have you believe. We have to close the forest.
Yep.
forest closed.
But it's the
until
4th
further
of
notice.
July. It's the biggest day of the forest.
If someone should see
A
this
lot of
animal, do
the
not engage.
a lot of the people they had were just like the local townspeople. Just like, here, run.
Yeah.
Nobody got paid.
Well, if they're being used as extras like that, they get $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when I say nobody get paid, there was some financial hijinkery going
I'm
on.
sure there was. It's
Like I said,
entirely.
the Montero guy,
Uh huh.
he kind of absconded with like $1 million of the company's money and was never seen again.
What a jerk.
Yeah, I know. He
How
said
exactly?
if he's alive or dead or what. He just never showed up again.
How does one apprehend a bear with trank darts?
Richard Jackal, another.
I wonder if that's true.
Don't know.
Yeah, I know a lot of the stuff that they talk about isn't real. It wasn't true.
Well, now I gotta
Like,
look it up because I'd never heard that.
I was
before.
gonna say too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that kind of a fact would not be true late in the season when they're packing on the weight before
Yeah.
winter. And bears eat a lot,
Okay.
and they're omnivorous, so I can't even imagine there being any leftovers.
Bears and lions are usually the only North American predators that partially bury their prey. A bear will often drag or partially bury a carcass to hide it and mask the smell from other predators, then move a short distance away to rest in nearby areas of dense brush or forest. So if that's the case, that bear should be right there.
Real close, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a little doggy bag for the bear. 'Cause
I really don't care.
That is a tall hat. Or a,
I think
or a
he's just
pointy
wearing
head.
it too tight.
I can't say it's like
not
very
high.
high on his head.
Yeah.
Ominous music playing. Ooh, that's pretty.
I know, right?
I think that redhead there was in Penthouse. She was like one of the Penthouse pets of the year, 77 or 78 or something.
I can see that.
Yep. And if you look her up, you can probably see a lot more.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Here we are hunting for bears. I'm gonna go put my feet in the stream.
Right.
Yeah,
What park ranger does that in the middle of doing their job?
yeah.
A woman in the 70s.
Oh,
In Russia,
and not
in
only
Russia,
did she,
bear hunt you.
Right.
yeah, not only did she get rid of her rifle somewhere, she put her hair down.
Well,
Why?
presumably it been pulled back under her hat. So when she took her hat off, long hair.
Well, no, she had a ponytail.
Oh, did she? Well, she wanted to look good on camera.
And it worked. She's a lovely woman. Sadly, no longer with us.
Well, she's not about to be.
I was going to say, in just a
Yeah.
few minutes.
I
Her
thought she
character
wanted to
and
soak
the
her
actress.
feet. That's
Well, she'll soak her
Well.
feet along with the rest of her.
Hello.
This is a PG movie.
oh, because she's wearing a bra.
No, because it actually is a PG-13 movie,
Oh.
or a PG movie. This was before there was PG-13.
Brah.
Oh gosh, the bear was just hiding under the waterfall.
Yep.
Never disrobe in a horror movie. Evelyn's absolutely right.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or have sex.
Right. Or wander off on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she broke 2 of those 3 rules. I'll tell you, if the bear doesn't get him, the cigarettes will.
Hey, Joshua V. Welcome, welcome.
Good evening, good
Joshua.
evening.
Like I said, if you want to join the Cosby Link, you can be watching along. 3 dead ladies so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy system is key. Yeah, you should be in the woods with a friend, so the bear can eat both of you.
No, so you can push your buddy towards the bear while you run.
That's true. Yeah,
I may be slow, but I'm ahead of you.
Yeah,
it's
Ahead
like
of you.
it's like I don't have to be faster than the bear; I just have to be faster than you.
that's right.
I actually saw that on a T-shirt in a race. Somebody had, "I may be slow, but I'm ahead of you."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sucking on an ice cube from a drink. Sometimes that can be very enjoyable. It's still got a
Yeah,
little bit of alcohol on
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw someone on my Facebook today posted some Bloody Marys. Oh my lord, they look good.
Mhm.
All kinds of good stuff like garnishing it.
So what time of year is this supposed to be taking place?
Camping season.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they actually say?
I was going to say it looks very autumn to me. He likes
No.
women and keeps moving, sort of like me.
Always trolling. I wonder how hard it is to fly a helicopter.
If you catch it this quick, there's no movie. And where's your weapons? You got a sleeping bag, a flashlight, and a radio.
Maybe he doesn't believe in weapons.
Is he wearing a deer skin?
Yeah, because he said he'd been living with the deer with the family, I guess, trying to track it.
Yeah.
I don't know if the intent was just to learn more about it or to kill him. But he was ticked when these guys chased him off accidentally by making his radio go live.
I like when you really like compare them to Jaws. You got your Brody and you got your Hooper.
Yeah.
Brotherhood of the Jackal.
Deleted scene says, for those who forgot, Andrew Prine was in this movie. He disappeared from the movie for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of like me.
Oh look, it's a smorgasbord.
Deleted scene says, then who's Quint? I would have said that deerskin guy was Quint.
I'd be like a little combination.
Yeah.
Because he's also the bear expert.
Yeah.
Just like Hooper was the shark expert.
Yep.
Although maybe Andrew Prime is Hooper. And Jackal is Quint. I don't know. Ooh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Breaking another rule here. Yep, little kiss, that's enough. That's all you need.
And she's going off by herself.
She did. Oh, Schlitz.
Oh, Schlitz.
Okay, so he's drinking. So he's got alcohol in his system, so his reflexes are going to be slow.
These guys are going to get dead.
Yep, because she's putting on
They're
perfume.
breaking all the rules. They're drinking, getting ready for sex. She's going to take off her clothes. They split up. Yeah. Bear's definitely going to kill him.
Whoop.
I'm sorry. I can't get scared. It's too funny.
I know, it is awesome. Whoa. It was like swinging her all kind of weird ways.
Yeah, it's like he was swinging around to kill her, but it doesn't look like he wants to eat her.
I'm gonna save her for later.
Just like, I can't stand your perfume. Whack!
Evelyn said Andrew Prine gives the quit speech later on, and deleted scene says in the sequel, John Rhys Davies is the Quint type character.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one day.
And he's crying. He's like, I was this close.
That was probably his wife, dear.
Yeah.
Mr. Walker, can you tell us what happened here? It was a big freaking bear!
Didn't you see the dead body back there?
It's like, well, my wife went to the tent because we were about to have sex, and then bear!
And then she blew up. I don't know what happened. What'd he do? Teleport? Yeah.
Teleport, get the bear. Yeah, he just pops in when he needs to.
Now, see, what I'd like to see is some of those crossover movies. I want to see Grizzly versus Jason.
That would be good.
It's a Torga game. We were married for 20 years. She was finally going to get me. I was finally going to get to
Yeah, exactly.
give him the gun. I was like, here, go get
Here
him.
we go. Dumbass. Convoy.
Looks like
Deleted scenes. He wants a bear. I wouldn't broadcast that. Well, not back in the 70s. Nowadays, you know, you get real popular, you say that.
look at that orange truck back there. That's awesome looking.
Yep.
Now we get the crazy hunters.
The ones wearing bright orange are the ones that actually know how to safely go hunting.
Yeah. Although it's not bad strategy to have a lot of people like close in a line and just sweep the woods.
Yeah. Well, Evelyn's right, bounty hunters, but you also have the people that are concerned for the safety of their family. You're going to have that contingent. And then you're going to have the people that are just like hunters that are like, oh, open season on a bear. Great.
This is the body count is about to skyrocket.
Yeah, that's the problem though,
Yeah.
because not only are they going to be shooting at bear, but they're going to get deer that maybe out of season. They're going to
Shoot
get
anything that moves just because they're scared to death of it.
Something
be
moved.
there.
It made a
Boom.
sound. Ah, kill it.
Exactly. I had an uncle that got some buckshot because of that.
Oh, wow.
I love bird sounds. So neat.
Mhm.
Ah.
We could probably have our AI do that. You know, play bird sounds, and she
Yeah.
does storm sounds.
I usually use my Alexa, so it's always about asking what time it is. Always got my Alexa, what time is it?
Yeah, it's like I don't have a clock in our bedroom anymore. So it's like I'll wake up in the morning, like before my alarm goes off. It's like, okay, it feels like it's about this time, or the lighting makes it seem like it's about this time. And I'll eventually get up and go to the bathroom and go, hey, I was pretty close to right.
Evelyn says, here's the smart hunter off by himself to avoid the crowd. Also, you have a better chance of being the single person that bags the, instead of having to fight a bunch of others. Plus, he's
But-
dressed all in bright orange.
Yeah,
So,
I say he is definitely visible.
yeah.
Like deleted scenes. None of them are leaving this clearing alive. Matt Hooper.
Can almost smell the pine.
It smells like freedom.
Yeah.
Smells like a planet with a Stargate.
Yeah.
Okay, it's dumb
Okay,
part.
so he's not that experienced a hunter.
Whoopsie.
Because I don't know any hunter that would drop his gun.
I'll drop the one thing that could save my life.
Right. I'll drop my lunch. I'll drop my water. I will not drop my gun.
Yeah, that was kind of a pretty slick little move there. Jump down on the tree like that.
Yeah.
Apparently, the bear near shortcut.
That's why I say Jason versus Bear, It's they both can teleport.
You're not safe yet, dude.
Don't take your clothes off.
He is such an asshole.
Yeah, it's like these people are gonna get dead. It's gonna be your fault, and you don't care.
He's like antagonistic just
Yeah.
to be antagonistic.
Because I'm a dick.
Is that a gay joke?
Yeah, could be. We've made enough bear jokes this movie.
Yeah.
Doesn't like a maverick. That's why he's all pissed off at him.
Yeah.
Maverick. He's bummed.
My partner just got killed. How do you think I am? Okay, so stupid boy actually survived.
He'd have been luckier if he wasn't such a klutz and dropped his gun.
I say he was dumb there, but he got away. You got to give him that.
Yeah. I think the only reason he survived as long as he did in this movie, he didn't have boobs.
Yep. boobs equals death.
Apparently, in this movie, yeah.
You know, I, I don't mean to laugh, but the uh, the girl that died in the waterfall,
Uh huh.
the actress, that's what she passed away from, was breast cancer, I believe.
Oh, well, we're
She
just
fought it for
talking statistics. And,
she fought it
you
for
know.
20 years, I think.
Wow, that's pretty good. Deleted scenes. Misogynist bear. I'm triggered. I'm out.
Well, he likes a tender meat.
Uh,
He likes the breast meat.
yeah.
You're
Breast,
done.
thighs, legs. You know, I'm with them on that.
Yeah, guy in orange only had some wing, I guess. Oh, first time we get a look at his eyes. Black eyes, like the devil's eyes.
And apparently the bear has a flashlight, too.
But bears don't generally attack if they're not being threatened. And these guys are asleep. They're not threatening anybody.
Well, this isn't any regular bear.
Yeah, this is a Jason bear.
Yeah, he's hungry. Oh, that's right. That's not the right same bear. There were two bears in this film. Yeah, that
I
was
lost 20 years.
Does that look like a grizzly to you? Dumbasses.
I think it's like a little black bear that they have.
Yeah, a grizzly and a black bear are not the same type of bear.
No, they are not. Did you ever see the movie Grizzly Man?
No.
About the guy who got who was a nature lover who lived among the grizzlies for several years
Before they killed him?
before they killed him and ate him.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh,
Mhm.
of course.
It's a really good movie. It's a tragic story, but it's a very good movie. And oh, who's that foreign director who was in Mandalorian?
For a director that was in Mandalorian.
I can't think of his name. Look up the director. Werner Herzog. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Torg again.
I see what you're saying there, Sir Torin.
Oh, I know.
Bear's like, I'm going to turn you into poo.
We laugh, but it is a very tragic story.
No, it's not. These idiots had it coming.
Well, no, not this movie. I'm talking about Grizzly Man.
Oh, Grizzly Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Timothy.
Well, that's still that's still, you know, one of those, you know, just play the game. What happens next? I go live among, you know, man-eating bears. What happens next? Man gets eaten
By bears.
by bears. Exactly.
Well, just like The Rock said in Rampage, if they like you, they lick you. If they don't, they eat you.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the one thing cool about camping is when you wake up before the sun comes up, but you get to watch that sunrise. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that is cool. Sleeping out in the open is all. I remember down in Jamestown, we were at Military Through the Ages event, and I, I s- I had a big pile of leaves and put a blanket on it, and that's where I slept.
Yeah.
No tent. It was gorgeous. Wake up middle of the night, just stars everywhere.
Oh, I missed that. It ate the cub?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said something about it picking it up and taking off with it.
Poor little cubby.
Are you shaking something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm having a lemonade with
Oh,
water. You know, you pour it into the yeah.
I'm like, I can hear that.
Yeah, this is the Quint speech kind of thing. So a group of bears is not called a herd. It's called a sloth, a sleuth, or a pack.
Hmm.
Supposed to be fighting the bear, not each other.
Yeah. Yeah, go out in the woods alone so that you can be killed individually.
Yeah, become a snack pack.
I always love those lookout towers.
Yeah. Oh no, they're trying to out character actor each other. What morons. I don't care what you're hunting. If you're running through the woods going, yeah, 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 you ain't gonna find crap.
Yeah, any hunter knows you're supposed to be quiet. I don't even hunt and I know that. Here I come to wreck your day.
Right?
Grizzly looks at that, sees a lollipop.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It's
Dun,
like,
dun,
you
dun.
hear it.
Yeah,
You
you
hear that
can't
song
unhear
later.
it. Yeah,
It's the perfect stalking music.
right. You might want to look a little bit closer.
Hi.
There he is.
Hello, hello.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's like, there's food up there.
Man, if the tower's that flimsy, I wouldn't want to be up in it.
Teddy hungry.
Apparently, this guy's a piss poor shot. Dude,
What's
you're
he
aiming
shooting him with? A
down.
22? Well, now he's not shooting him with anything.
Well,
He could have survived that. Tis but a scratch.
Well, he was a box lunch, though.
Oh, I guess he didn't survive that.
Yeah. If that's how he landed, that's how he died.
beautiful view.
You've done enough.
Haven't you done enough? Was what I would respond.
Oh, yeah. That should make everyone feel better. I was thinking that too, deleted scenes. Why are they asking Stephen King?
I thought, you know what? That's why I kind of saw that too.
Why? What's the sandwich?
I
I
just
have
think it
no
bugs him.
Oh, yeah. It's like I don't want the bear coming here because you're eating that stupid sandwich inside. You're a freaking weirdo.
That was a very 70s comeback.
Yeah.
Up yours.
Up yours.
Oh, an interesting little piece of trivia. The poster with the bear, like all growling and everything,
Right, right.
done by Neil Adams.
Oh, really? Interesting.
That was kind of cool.
Deleted scene says, of course, if this were a Stephen King book, it would be a giant space bear. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the only southern accent in the entire movie.
Right.
Oh, that bunny is now.
Well, this filmed in Georgia. They used a lot of the
The
locals
locals,
as
yeah.
extras and even small little parts. Like one of the girls at the beginning was actually like the daughter of oh, what was it again? Let me see here. Ba, 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 ba.
I was like, Bunny, don't you run out from underneath the fence and I gotta go get you.
Ooh, she's going at it. Ooh,
Only the bunny survives. But,
Well, alrighty then.
but he's not even eating them. He's just killing them.
They're not putting a great deal of thought into this story.
No,
no,
they're
it's not supposed. It's just bear attacks people because we want everyone to be scared. Yeah. Oh, I just had it. Where'd it go? Don't worry, Alexa. This is one of the first victims of the grizzly bear in the films, portrayed by Kathy Rickman, who is the daughter of real-life Clayton, Georgia mountain man Frank Rickman.
Wow.
Clayton, Georgia is, I think, where they are doing a lot of the filming at. Evelyn Hampton, the little Kittner boy.
Part of him is.
Poor little bastard. What a way to say that.
It's like people have the right to know the truth. Yeah, there's a grizzly out, killing people. That's the truth. Now get out of here before you're the next snack,
Right?
idiot.
Commentary on Vietnam. Very apt for the mid 70s.
Yeah.
Like that boy was weird. It's like, why go home? He's got a great food supply here. It's like all the idiots still in the forest. And now he's coming out of the forest to get a little nosh. Uh-oh, get ready to have a confrontation. I read somewhere that the gun they traded out, it was also a 30-06, so really, and it held more ammunition, so it didn't really help.
Ah, poor
That-
deer.
I gotta say, I wonder if that's a real deer, because it sure as heck looks like one.
It does look like one. Hello, I am still alive.
The grizzly doesn't want to be fed. He wants to hunt. Yeah, I like to have some venison.
Yeah, it's good eating.
It's
Oh,
probably the
yeah.
best meat I've ever had.
I love venison. Deer chili or venison chili. Nice deer steak, deer burgers, deer sausage, deer jerky.
It's the same footage over and over of his paws on the ground.
Yeah. Hey, it worked for Battlestar Galactica. Same style on the ship. Let's just reverse it. You know, when you actually see the bear like in close up like that, looks like a nice little fella. He's like, "Where's my
Right.
salmon? I'm an actor.
And
I want my salmon."
I look how he's looking around like, do I go left or right? See, I made noise and it ran off.
Now the music is very reminiscent of when they had Jaws tagged with the
Yeah,
barrels and they
right.
were chasing him. Run, Grizzly, run!
It sounds a little like the Lost in Space music.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. That won't happen. He can't stay under with two barrels on him. Oh wait. He doesn't have a copter with those rocket launchers on him, like a Rambo. Thanks for the venison, boys.
You notice all this stuff always happens at night. The attacks happen at night or twilight.
Well, it gives a more ominous feel, the dark atmosphere. It's like a lot of well, think about Jaws. A lot of the attacks are like unseen or in like dark underwater until the final confrontation, which is like in light and above water. It's
Did you
like
just find bear
they
scat?
it's like they pull the curtain away
Yeah.
to reveal the light. What'd you say about bear scat?
Well, he just put his hands into something.
Well, they can check see what they've been eating that way.
True.
At least they triceratops scat like
Yeah, yeah.
Mark.
like, the grizzly was just here, so I'm just going to hunker down here for the night.
Mhm. It was always disconcerting to see Andrew Prine actually playing good guys usually, because I was so used to seeing him as kind of a bad guy or
Yeah.
a roguish kind of, you know. Dun, dun. Nice little sunrise. You know, the music, I do like the music score of this.
Agreed.
It's very kind of
Mellow.
relaxing. Yeah, mellow. Got that little bit of a, is this a harmonica?
It reminds me of the music from the Waltons.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It-
very much.
It's that 70s
That
thing going on, yeah.
country kind of, you know, old time.
Deleted scene says it sounded like the theme from the Western video game Gun.
Oh,
Huh.
Well, there's a dead thing.
Is that the deer left over?
Or the bear cub, I couldn't quite tell. That'll be something the grizzly will smell. Uh-oh. Whoa! So much for the horse.
oh, I get it. The grizzly's Italian.
I was thinking Godfather myself. I was like, go put it in the bed. Oh, there goes Scotty.
Okay, actually, I don't think this is stealing from Jaws. I think this is stealing from Empire Strikes Back.
The Wampa.
First the Tauntaun, then Luke. Yeah.
And he's dead. And now he's burying him.
He's burying his food.
Okay, now after what you said, Big Al, I'm realizing that seriously, we have never seen a human being and the bear in the same scene. Every time there's an implication of them being in the same scene, it's like a fake paw or whatever.
Right.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good covering job.
Yeah, well, why are they focusing on that one spot? Oh, I'll bet he's not dead. Okay.
No, he's not dead. It's like waking up in someone's refrigerator.
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh, and all that dust and stuff by his eyes. I wear contacts, and it's like making me cringe.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's no way he's not getting something in his eye right now.
He's tough. He's an actor. It could have all been perfectly placed there by a makeup artist.
You know, you're actually right, Al. That's entirely possible.
Uh-huh.
It looks like it's loose, but it could literally be glued in place.
No, because when he blinked, it moved.
Oh.
It's like, hey, you're not supposed to still be moving.
That was kind of ominous.
Get his gun. It's got that trank in it. They never got to use.
It's a pretty cool shot.
Yep.
Showed a helicopter lifting off from that distance.
And keep in mind that that helicopter is being filmed by a helicopter.
By a
so-
helicopter, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Yep. There's got to be two helicopters if you're filming that one helicopter from above.
Pre-drone era, as
Yeah.
Ed said. Hey, you're right about time of year. It's got to be getting,
Yeah.
because that is fall, or at least the start of fall. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, but he's got the trees on his side.
So shoot him if you see him.
Rocket launcher to take out the grizzly.
Hello. Oh yeah. You just fired 2 shots into the thing. All you did was make it mad. So now you're going to try to beat it with the rifle.
Well, you're presuming he hit it.
At that range, he couldn't miss.
You're getting your shots of the bear and people in the same frame. Although that's
Hit him in the
definitely a
head.
guy in a bear suit.
Yeah.
Where's that trank that your buddy had?
Oh, heck with the trank. Get the rocket launcher.
Yep. Yep. Forget the trank dart.
That's right. Here's Troy's icon.
Yep.
Screw this bear.
Die, you son of a...
Boom!
Yeah. That was freaking ridiculous.
I loved it.
They literally reproduced the scene from Jaws. There's no
Now,
doubt about it.
What would be funny is if all the smoke and the flames clear, and the bear just kind of shakes and was like, "What the heck was that?"
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a naked,
Just
it's like a
angry.
naked bear, like from Great Outdoors.
Yes. It's raining bear. Hallelujah. It's raining bear. There's actually a pit there.
Yeah.
That was one hell of an explosive, whatever he fired.
It was a light anti-tank weapon, a law.
Yep. Laws usually aren't explosive charges, though. They are a high impact, very solid. These days it would be depleted uranium. And now I have to walk back home. Yeah, exactly, Sir
Yeah,
Torin.
it'd be like Ash from Army of Darkness. This is my boomstick.
Right. Oh,
I love the music's just so subtle and almost
somber and yeah.
The only
sad.
disappointing thing is that the jerky guy didn't die.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
no, they always leave them alive.
No, sometimes they get their comeuppance.
Yeah, but
They'll save that for the sequel.
Well, folks, that is Grizzly from 1976, an absolute treasure in my estimation. I do love this film. But yeah, I guess I gotta watch the documentary after this one day. Uh, I've just always loved that movie. Yes, it's ridiculous and it's formulaic, but it has a charm to it. And like I said, for me, a lot of great memories involved in it. So I hope everyone had a good time watching it. And that's the kind of film I like. We know it's bad, but we're watching it anyway. We kind of make fun of it.
You know what? It absolutely was fun, Al.
It's a definite fun movie. And it's like I said, you come across you're running down movies. You see Grizzly 1976. How many people are going to sit there and watch that? Very, very few, unless you're like me, who remember seeing it and has fond memories of it. And Evelyn Hampton, who is also a big fan of the movie, which I love that she's a big fan of this movie. Well, that is Grizzly, the first of the two animal attacks films inspired by Jaws. In 2 weeks, we're going to be watching Piranha from 1978. So we're going to go back into the water.
Back to the water, yeah.
Lots of little nibbles and same kind of formula, but a lot of fun. It's a good film, actually. In fact, I think Spielberg said of all the Jaws inspired films, it's probably the best one. So yeah, Piranha in 2 weeks, but that's 2 weeks. Next week, what are we watching next week, Banner?
We are going to be watching a fun movie, Buffy the Musical.
Once more with feeling.
That's and that'll be kind of a little short, thing, about an hour longish. I'm under your spell.
They got the mustard out. Yeah,
I love that. I can't wait to see that again. So yes, next week.
She hasn't made up the stream just yet, but I did drop her link. So please subscribe to Netters Network if you aren't already.
And
Yes,
I have. What's it? Let me go back to something. Hold on one sec. I have 179 subscribers right now. I'm only a few away from 200. Once I hit 200, I'm going to have a special live stream and I'm going to have a giveaway. Right now I have one thing that I'm going to be giving away. I'm trying to see what else I have that I think
Like a second prize?
Yeah,
type
like a
of thing?
second prize that somebody would like. And it's just a way of saying thank you to everyone who subbed to me. So whoever's in the stream that day, night, whatever I do it, I'm going to have Troy be my list maker, put everyone's name down, do a random generator thing. We'll pick a winner, at least one winner, and they'll win a prize.
Yep.
Just as a thank you.
Isn't there like a YouTube thing? There's some kind of a randomizer kind of tilly.
I know that there's one for like if you've want to choose the comments on a video randomly, you can do that.
I didn't know if that was available for chat.
I don't know. I'll look into it and I'll see.
It would just it'd save you a lot of writing and cutting.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But
yeah, so Buffy the musical, the musical episode, Once More with Feeling, and next week, followed by Piranha. Do you know what your Halloween choice is?
We do.
Yes, we
Go
finally
ahead, Troy,
chosen. Netter is going to be because we asked, and Netter said she had never seen the original Halloween. So we will be, yeah.
Yes! Oh,
Yep.
I love it. Love it, love the
And I
original
told Troy,
Halloween.
since he's more of a horror aficionado than I am, that he gets to pick the film because it's right there at Halloween.
And we just, we're just spitballing. I'm like, classics. I'm like, I mean, obviously the most obvious choice for Halloween would be Halloween. Have you ever seen Halloween? And she's like, I don't think so. Of course, we know that she's seen Halloween 3 because we did that rewatch together. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen any of the
Witch.
Freddy movies either.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, I've seen the TV
Oh,
show.
no, wait a minute. Is that the one that we had decided on was Nightmare on Elm Street?
Oh, maybe.
Right, because you said you had never seen
because he's the dreamy
Dreams.
guy.
Yeah,
Yes,
right,
that's
right.
the one.
You have seen Halloween,
Oh.
haven't you?
I've seen Halloween. I've
Oh,
seen
so we're
that
doing-
one at least.
So we're doing
Right.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. It was Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
And
Yes, I even pulled it
that's
out.
the original.
Yeah. The original Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna
We've
have
been
to
telling
go
people
watch
the wrong
Halloween
thing.
on
So,
my
yeah,
own.
Nightmare on Elm Street, not Halloween.
Exactly. Sorry.
I have to do Halloween next year.
Sorry to get you all excited, but yeah. So it'll be Nightmare on Elm
Hey,
Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street's
Halloween.
awesome too. It's been a while since I've seen that. I need to watch that again.
Yep.
That's an awesome film. Michael Ironside, he's in that, right?
No, it's John Saxon.
John Saxon. That's right. Man, I do get those two. Do kind of
Yeah, kind of.
yeah,
Kind of.
mesh together a little bit. Yeah,
The
John
original Maskatron from the $6 Million Man.
I always remember John Saxon from the
There was a
was it
space
Jensen
movie,
Project?
right?
Yeah, it was a Gene Roddenberry thing, which eventually morphed into Andromeda, but it was this where he's like a man of today who wakes up in the future and meets Marion Hartley and all kinds of stuff like that. I forget exactly the title, but
I don't
so yeah,
remember.
that is going to be cool.
Nightmare on Elm Street. We got to get that right. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
But of course, before that, lots of cool stuff going on. Tomorrow, anything happening?
Yes. So it will be the Geeky Geezers Pacelli edition again because Boomer is still kind of pulling himself together.
Well, good on
As
him.
one
good
does
on
after
him.
a hurricane.
Yeah, it's Genesis or something like that. Deleted scenes. There's actually a couple of films back in the early '70s that were potential series things, but they were just done as movies of the week kind of deal. Gotta go back and hunt those down. But John Saxon, yeah, he's a cool actor. I like him. So the Pacelli Geezer edition again tomorrow night.
Yep.
Since Boomer is still trying to get his life back together. God bless him,
Exactly.
Boomer. If you're listening to this or if you hear this, we're all thinking about you. Monday, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Birdman has the Batman show.
He does. It is favorite John Barry scores. And
I
the
think
link
John
is
Barry's
already
score.
up, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for that as well.
Yeah. Also, Monday night is Sound Engraver. Tuesday, anything on Tuesday?
Well, I am going to drop Mr. Matchstick's channel.
Okay.
Don't know if he'll be doing the Legion of the Superheroes season 2. That's between him and Aged Boomer. Aged Boomer said he was going to try to do a phone in to be able to do that, but I haven't heard the final word on that, so we'll see.
Okay.
But Wednesday,
And Wednesday night?
I think Birdman has a very special, very funny, and very good-looking special
Yes, he
guest
does.
that night, doesn't he?
That he does. Since Boomer is in absentia, I once again am going to be on Soundtracks with Birdman, and we are going to be this, of course, if Boomer doesn't reappear. We're going to be watching the original 1953. Is it 53? I think.
53, you're right.
War
Yep.
of the Worlds, the original classic. Although I do know he wants to do Poltergeist with Boomer when Boomer gets back. But War of the Worlds. But yeah, so kind of pay attention to what's going on. But I love War of the Worlds. We had a real fun time last week watching This Island Earth. That was a lot of fun to
Nice.
watch, and watching those old great sci-fi classics from the 50s. That is Wednesday night. Thursday, I don't know of anything
I
going on.
don't think so. Yeah.
Which then, of course, leads us into Friday with
Friday night, last call, hangout
yeah,
and drinks with Matthew Flynn, the Gladiator of Kaon. I just
okay.
dropped a link directly to the stream.
And possibly
Any
me as a co-host if Boomer's not available, but
Yep.
still as bouncer.
Yeah.
okay, any particular topic or
No, I'll just be talking with Matthew Flynn about his channel. Probably
okay.
talking about some Transformers. Probably talking about some anime. But whatever,
I knew
whatever is on
anime.
Matthew Flynn's mind. Yeah.
I knew it. I knew anime and her sister. I'm gonna say, but and that of course will lead us back into Saturday, where we will be getting our Slayer on with
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer musical once more with feeling. That episode is does it? Let me see. I want to see if I can find the episode. It is season 6, episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the Buffy episodes available, it is season 6, episode 7. Once more with feeling.
But of course, I will be streaming it on Cosme for you too.
Yep, it'll be available. It's gonna be that's going to be a lot of fun. As for me, I dropped a review of Werewolf by Night yesterday. I have also seen the Florence Pugh, Olivia Wilde directed film Don't Worry Darling, which could have been so much better, I think. But I loved Werewolf by Night. A little spoiler if you haven't seen it, but hope you watched that little rambling review I did it. I did it like literally like 10 minutes. Well, I started it 10 minutes after I watched it. It took a while, but one guy kept screwing up. I cannot. I hate editing, so I will try to do everything in one take, which is annoying.
I get that. I get that.
But I need to really piece together because I have to do the whole "Hello, Al pals, this is Big Al" over and over and over again. It's really annoying sometimes to me. But that'll be a lot of fun, and maybe if I can find a co-host on Friday night, maybe like a 7 o'clock movie ish, maybe. I don't know yet. I'll have to ask around, maybe see if I can get someone join us. Maybe Birdman or we'll see what happens. I just feel like I like doing it. Man, this is just—it's my favorite time.
This time of year,
week.
yeah.
It's my favorite time of the year. Plus, it's my favorite time of the week when I do these rewatches and shows. So I just enjoy doing it because it is so quiet and lonely here by myself. Usually, it's nice to interact with people. But I do watch films and stuff.
I get it. Yeah.
And I just thank everyone for joining us. Had a lot of fun watching Grizzly. Any final words, my friends?
Well, as I always say, because Troy just kind of
just held up my hand to Netter. Yeah.
Okay, Netter, go for it.
We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well and good, and we have a lot of fun with it. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and putting your comments, questions, trivia, and what have you, and just letting us know what's going on with you. Because you're not just friends to us, you're family too, and we appreciate you being here, and we love you guys. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of our family.
Yeah, and I love it when you guys are reacting throughout the movie, like especially a movie like this, which is just so fun to kind of take little jabs at. And that's the cool thing. You can it's easy to love a great film, but you get these kind of films, and sometimes I think they're even better to watch. So everyone, please take care. Have a lovely and beautiful Sunday. Find something great to watch, and if whatever you do watch, I hope you love it. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.
Night.
Watch out for